Well, another bad show tonight. Another bad show tonight. Name my topic tonight is called the show. Name my topic is tonight is called Negative, Narcissistic, and Nonsense in New York City. Will war games be any good? Just 2 weeks. Just 1 week. 1 week from this Saturday. 1 week from this Saturday. So much to say. So much I say. Before I do open up show, a little bit of something. I'm gonna open up the show with a little bit of music. I'm gonna open the show with see what I can open up with. I hope to show this song called see see open up the show with this song called Help. This song called Help by the Beatles. Help by the Beatles. Help by the Beatles. So stick around, right back.
You want me to fix your bed or you good?
Good.
Okay, because that's blanket here. You need to lay up under that so you'll be a little bit warmer.
Okay.
So let me
Remember this lady right here?
who that? Who?
Jane Chastain.
Jane who?
Jane Chastain.
Where's she from?
She was sports director on channel NBC6, but WT back in the '70s. She was sports director. Sports.
Oh, what happened to her? She dead?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
I'll see if you remember that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, she was a female sports reporter back in the '70s.
Oh, okay. So what happened to Dwight Lauderdale?
He's still around.
Okay, Cambria Marshall.
Oh, he doing reporting in Texas, I think.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that was Help. All you just heard by yeah, Help. All you just heard by the Beatles. Number one hit single from 1965. All you just heard by the Beatles. 50-year-old hit. Let's get on the business with tonight's show. Then now forever together. WWE video leads us to the show. Pre-show arrivals. Women's Intercontinental Champion Becky Lynch is shown. Yet a man whore Becky Lynch is entering MSG, and she is not pleased. Undisputed World Wrestling Entertainment Champion Cody Rhodes is shown signing autographs for fans earlier today. We have a men's War Games face-off tonight. A black SUV arrives in the arena. And out steps Paul Heyman, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, and Logan Dickhead Paul, and Drew McIntyre, the new member of the Revision. The ring general Gunther is back for the first time since SummerSlam 2025. He faced Javon Evans in the Last Time Is Now tournament. Last week, Dirty Dum Dum interrupted John Cena in his final appearance in his hometown of Boston. Cena will go on to defeat Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship, last title that he had not won, making him a Grand Slam champion. Intercontinental Champion John Cena kicks off Raw for the final time. There are massive Cena chants echoing through the hollow halls of Madison Square Garden, the WWE story home base where all the greats have done battle, such as Bruno Sammartino, Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Roman Reigns, and John Cena. John Cena's music hits, and the Intercontinental Champion comes out to a huge ovation. This is his final time on Raw as an active competitor. Cena looks below by the erection. Cena gets in the ring, and crowd chants, "Thank you, Cena." Cena is soaking it in, all playing it up for the crowd. Cena then throws it to Alicia Taylor, who does Cena's specialized ring announcement. Another loud chant fires up. Cena holds up the Intercontinental Championship. The crowd chants, "Thank you, Cena." Cena says, "Boy, do I welcome that enthusiasm, but you've got it all twisted. It is New York City that makes or breaks careers. As I look around, I see people as far as the eye can see. Thank you, New York City." Cena asks if they're ready to start. The crowd responds with a surrounding yes. Cena says, "Well, then Madison Square Garden, the champ is here." Another Cena chant fires up. Cena says Madison Square Garden has allowed him to step up on the stage in these hollow halls for 23 years. There's an extra enthusiasm in the air because tonight is the last time they talk together in Madison Square Garden. And on Monday Night Raw, it's a bittersweet moment for some, but a very important moment for him. Dirty Dum Dum interrupts Cena for a straight week. This time, Cena's final Raw. The AAA Mega Champion, and wow, look who interrupted. Second 2 days in a row, this one piece of shit interrupted. I mean, if he wouldn't rain his mouth last Monday, Dirty Dum Dum. If he went in there ran his mouth last Monday, Cena wouldn't have had the Intercontinental title. The AAA Mega Champion heads to the ring and does not look happy. Mysterio gets in the ring and Cena does not look impressed. The crowd loudly boos Mysterio. Mysterio shouts in Spanish before saying nobody wants to hear what Cena has to say. Last week, Cena was handed a title shot just like he's been handed everything else. Big difference, Mysterio. Big difference. The difference is you brought it upon yourself last Monday. If you would have never came out here running your mouth, Cena wouldn't have buried you for the Intercontinental title. It's your fault you got buried. Yeah, it's your fault you got buried by John Cena. If you would have never came out here running his mouth, interrupting him, John Cena wouldn't have had that Intercontinental title around his waist. You little shit. Last week Cena was handed a title shot just like he's been handing everything. Yeah, I mean, how I said already. Cena looks confused. Mysterio says he fought for everything he has. The crowd is loudly booing. So Mysterio shouts at them. Mysterio says he wants a rematch for his Intercontinental Championship. Cena says it's a tough process and all the noise confirms he wants a rematch for the Intercontinental Championship. Cena says he's not backing down on his last Monday Night Raw. But he doesn't has to do one thing first. Cena asks why he asks New York City how they feel. Cena asks if they want to see him face Dum Dum in the famous most. Yeah, Cena asks if they feel Cena want to face some Dum Dum in the world's most famous famous arena for the Intercontinental Championship. The crowd wants it. Cena says if he's feeling froggy, he should jump. Mysterio gets in Cena's face and says, "No, they already did it Cena's way. Cena had a management on his side, his hometown, so now they'll do it Mysterio's way." The crowd chants, "Shut the fuck up." Cena tells Netflix, saying, "Choco Fun Cup." Cena asks if he wants to fight. Mysterio says they'll do it at Survivor Series in San Diego on his home turf. Is he kidding? You gotta be kidding me. Are you? Is he crazy? Cena, okay, Cena agrees and accepts the bench. I understand. No, this is stupid. This is really dumb. If that, I be no, I really hope that at Survivor Series of San Diego, I hope that it's that yeah, that Dum Dum gets a warm, big welcome, bad welcome. I really hope that this home city turns on him and cheers for Cena. I hope. I really do hope that happens. He gets booed in his own home city. That's what I believe. Cena says he does have a problem though. He told the world that he would have a match against on his last night on Monday Night Raw. Cena sees an opponent in the middle of the ring. Cena tosses the title aside and suggests they fight with nothing on the line. Cena tells Mysterio to take a chance making history. Cena asks, "Do you feel lucky, Punk?" Words from Clint Eastwood, Dirty Harry, 1971. No, yeah, 1971. Or maybe that was yeah, that was Magnum Force, or maybe 1973's Magnum Force, something like that. Let's see. Yeah, I think that was Magnum Force. What John Cena says, a quote from Clint Eastwood's catchphrase. Yeah, I think that was. Yeah, I think that was Dirty Harry, the first Dirty Harry, when he says, "Do you feel lucky, Punk?" Finn Balor, JD McDonough, of the Judgment Day. Yeah, Finn Balor and JD McDonough of Judgment Day head to the ring, and Mysterio smirks as they do. Cena looks serious and takes off his hat and shirt. Cena's prepared to fight on the 3-1 advantage. Mysterio says which Cena won't get his final match on Raw. Yeah, Cena looks serious and takes off his hat and shirt. Cena is prepared to fight in a 3-on-1 disadvantage. Mysterio says Cena won't get his final match on Raw, but he will get his ass beat. The Judgment Day triple team Cena and beats him down. Sheamus runs down to the ring for a save. The Celtic Warrior attacks them, but they won't overwhelm him. And WWE Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio runs down, and Dominic prepares for his father. Ray punches away at his son. Cena throws Barrow out of the ring, and Sheamus sends McDonald out of the ring. Ray dumps his son out of the ring. Yeah. Yeah, Cena and John Sheamus had their differences in the past. They had history, but there you go. Yeah. Cena and John Sheamus had a little past. They helped him against John Dum Dum, Finn Balor, and JD McDonald with Judgment Day. Cena says they're going to have a 6-man tag team match right now. Yeah, 6-man tag team match. Intercontinental Champion John Cena, Sheamus, and Rey Mysterio versus Judgment Day. And AAA Mega Champion Double Dirty Dum Dum, Finn Balor, and JD McDonald. Referee Sean Bennett. We join John Cena's final match in progress. The Judgment Day is taking it to Sheamus, beating the Celtic Warrior down in the corner. Balor chokes Sheamus out on the ropes until the referee backs him up. McDonald then hits a leg drop over the bottom rope. McDonald tags in and shoulders away at McDonald's midsection. Balor tags in and hits a slingshot stomp. Dum Dum tags in and hits a slingshot senton for a 1 count. McDonald tags in and hits a springboard seated moonsault for a 2 count. McDonald applies a front face lock, but Sheamus fights up and punches out. McDonald quickly hits a drawbreaker and tags Balor back in. Balor and McDonald whips Sheamus in the corner, but he hops out with a double clothesline. Mysterio tags in and punches his son off the apron. Ray takes it to Balor and hits McDonald, hitting McDonald with a head scissor takeover. Ray drops Balor in the middle rope. Ray goes for a 619, but Dum Dum trips his father. Ray hits his son with a baseball slide, and Balor attacks him from behind. Balor slides Ray out of the ring on his sternum on the floor. We're going to go to commercial break. Back from the break, we see Balor hit Ray with a falling elbow drop for a 2 count. Balor then punches Sheamus off the apron. Balor gets Ray in a corner, but Ray fights out. Ray goes for the second rope, but McDonald grabs his ankle. Balor goes for a German suplex, but Ray counters with a rolling throw into McDonald's crotch. Ooh, it's gotta hurt. McDonald right in his crotch. Second, see. Yeah, John Cena tags into a masturbation. Last time now, Cena hits a trademark double flying shoulder tackle, followed by a black back suplex powerbomb. For the final time, Cena tells McDonald that he can't see him and hits a 5-knuckle shuffle. Cena goes for an attitude adjustment, but McDonald lands on his feet. McDonald headbutts Cena in the face. Sheamus drops McDonald with a knee card capper. Balor hits Sheamus with a single blade, but Ray hits Balor with a Cia senton before Dum Dum takes Ray out with a super kick. McDonald goes for the top rope but hits Cena with a moonsault. Balor immediately follows up with a coup de grace. Dum Dum hits a frog splash and covers 1-2. Sheamus and Ray break up the pin. Crowd chants, "This is awesome." Ray jumps Dum Dum into the ropes for a 619. Balor and McDonald pull him out of the ring. Cena and Sheamus and Ray pulling them into the ring and hit all three of them with 10 beats of boat around. That's 30 beats. Cena hits McDonald with a back suplex powerbomb. Sheamus hits Balor with an Irish curse backbreaker. Ray hits his son with an inverted atomic drop before taking him down. Sheamus sets up for a 1-5 knuckle shuffle, but Sheamus stops him. Cena, Sheamus, and Mysterio then hit a 5 knuckle shuffle. As 15 knuckles, Ray drops Balor and McDonald into the ropes. It's a double 619. Sheamus hits Balor with a bro kick, and Cena immediately follows up with a double A on McDonald for the win. Winners by pinfall: John Cena, Sheamus, and Rey Mysterio. John Cena, Sheamus, and Rey Mysterio celebrate and head up the aisleway. They pose with John Cena, who just enjoyed his final match and Square Garden Raw appearance. Cena says, "That's all she wrote." Indeed, it is. Last Friday on SmackDown, Drew McIntyre returned to help Division. Logan Paul beat up Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, and Jimmy Uso. General Manager's office. Raw General Manager Adam Pearce is with SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis. Also complaining about Drew McIntyre. Paul Heyman walks in and senses the heat. They are angry, and Heyman apologizes. They are responsible for enforcing the rules and regulations. Heyman acted within those. Sheamus says he has respect for both of them. If they thinks his fourth pick of Drew McIntyre pissed him off, wait until I see what he has in store for them. Heyman hands Pearce a folder and walks off. Pearce opens it and he and Aldis look up in frustration. Backstage segment: the Raw Women's World Champion Stephanie McMahon is angrily walking backstage until she'll address Nikki Bella's attack next. Commercial break. We see the Netflix Bogota in Madison Square Garden. Comedian Eric Andre is shown at ringside. Ashley Cook, who's saying "God Bless America" before Raw started, is there. The Philadelphia Eagles are shown at ringside. They get loudly booed. The New York Giants, including Cam Scabo, are there with comedian Andrew Schultz. During the break, the Judgment Day get into it with Schultz, Scabo, and the Giants. They brawl. Women's World Champion Stephanie McMahon addresses the Nikki Bella attack. Jackie Redmond is in the ring, and she says she has some questions for Women's World Champion Stephanie McMahon. Last week on Raw, Nikki Bella turned on McMahon after successful title defense against Raquel Rodriguez. Raw Women's World Champion Stephanie McMahon makes her entrance, but she gets quickly attacked from behind by WWE Hall of Famer Nikki Bella. While she really try to prevent her from prevent her from trying to say from somebody gotta say the nerve, that bitch. WWE Hall of Famer Nikki Bella slams her head into the LED video wall. Bella says she didn't come back to cheer on the side headlines or be her sidekick. Bella is back to reclaim what's hers. This division. Bella thanks Vaquer for reminding her who she is. Vaquer will be giving her a match for that Women's World Championship. Not only that, but she'll bow down to the woman who changed this entire industry. Nikki Bella holds up the title. Bella asks, "Comprende, mamacita?" When Bella throws the title to Vaquer and walks off. No, all I can say is this. Nikki, you know what, Nikki? Why don't you just shut the fuck up? Do us all a favor and get the fuck off of WWE TV. It's 2025, not fucking 2009, okay? Thank you. It's not always about you. It's about Stephanie Vaquer, your old fucking news. So go home and sing your fucking song. You can run, but you can't stop. Yeah, do that. I don't know why John Cena married why John Cena dated you in the first place. Man, this is Triple H needs to go away. I don't know why in the world she has to bring John Cena's cunt of an ex-girlfriend back into the WWE. I mean, uh, okay. Last Friday on SmackDown, Charlotte Flair declined to be part of the Weird Weepers team for War Games. She doesn't trust Ripley. Well, she did beat her at WrestleMania 39, 36, WrestleMania 36. So why should she be mad? Why should she say she can't trust her? Later in the night, they were attacked by the Kabuki Warriors, Nia Jax and Lash Legend. Backstage segment: Bayley and Lyra Valkyrie are walking backstage when they bump into the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, the Kabuki Warriors. Asuka says she'll be willing to let the past go and have Bayley to be a fifth member for War Games. Yeah, cause yeah, who can remember? Who can forget? But Damage Control, right? Damage Control. Yeah, Bayley Lashley says no. Asuka isn't happy. Kairi Sane says you can't see me. Yeah, that's what John Cena's catchphrase. Valkyrie says she is proud of Bayley, but Bayley's expression suggests her mood has changed. Bayley asks if she's five and calls her an idiot. Sol Sikoa makes her way to the ring, and alongside Tall Tonga, he'll be in the Last Times Now tournament. Sol will face the mystery opponent next. Hold on a second. Sol Sikoa makes his way a long way to the ring alongside Tall Tonga, who'll be the Last Times Now tournament. Sol Sikoa will face the mystery opponent next. Commercial break. Sol Sikoa will be facing Dolph Ziggler. Last Time Is Now tournament. First round match. Sol Sikoa with Tall Tonga versus Dolph Ziggler. Referees then leave people. The bell rings and the crowd chants, "Welcome back." Oh, you gotta give me Dolph Ziggler. No, he needs to go away, man. Dolph Ziggler needs to go away too. Just like Nikki Bella needs to go. Yeah, Nikki Bella needs to go, and Dolph Ziggler needs to go away. Meaning, I don't know what's up with Triple H bringing back these old these people, these veterans. Ziggler ducks an attack and punches away at Sikoa. Sikoa runs him over with a shoulder tackle and shakes the ropes. Sikoa lifts the Ziggler, but he slides off and drop kicks him. Ziggler hits an avalanche and hits a neck breaker, followed by an elbow drop. Ziggler applies John Cena's STF, but Sikoa quickly gets at the bottom rope. Sikoa pulls himself out of the ring, so Ziggler flies off the apron with a diving clothesline. Ziggler bounces off his face off the commentary table twice before putting him in the ring. Ziggler goes off the top rope and hits a diving elbow for a 2 count. Back from the break, Sioka has Ziggler grounded. Ziggler fights back and goes for a famouser, but Sioka counters into a Samoan drop for a 2 count. Sioka has Ziggler in the corner and backs up for a running hip attack. Ziggler moves. Ziggler elbows and boots him back before hitting a spike DDT. Ziggler follows up with a bomb blonde and a mission. Famouser, something that's like similar to Billy Gunn. Badass Billy Gunn for a 2 count. Ziggler goes for a zigzag, but Sioka holds the ropes. Sioka connects with a spinning solo for a near fall. Sioka sets up for a Samoan spike, but Ziggler ducks and rolls him up for a near fall. Ziggler drives his head first into the ring post and hits zigzag. 1-2. Sioka barely kicks out. The ref chants, "You suck." Ziggler gets himself fired up and starts to tune up the band. Sioka blocks a sweet chin block, but Ziggler fights out and hits it anyway. Sioka quickly knocks him back. It's a Samoan spike for the win. Video, Javon Evans highlight reel. Javon Evans of NXT will face Gunther in the Last Time Is Now tournament. Backstage, a dejected Alexa Bliss is walking backstage. Lil Yachty is shown at ringside. Aljamain Sterling of UFC is also there. Lin-Manuel Miranda, the creator of Hamilton, is there along with Stephanie McMahon and a podcast co-host. Alexa Bliss addresses Charlotte Flair leaving War Games. Alexa Bliss addresses Charlotte Flair leaving War Games. Alexa Bliss is already ring. Bliss says she's been trying to get in touch with the Flair, with Charlotte Flair, but she's blowing it off. Bliss cannot believe that Flair is doing this after all they've been through. She knows Flair, despite all her warnings. Flair is trying to prove her wrong. Bliss says, Flair said, says, Bliss says Flair. Bliss says Flair is never cared about liking someone like Rhea Ripley. Bliss has gone to hell and back for her. Bliss is furious. WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Kabuki Warriors head to the ring with Nia Jax and Lash Legend. Asuka screams at Bliss. Jax says, "Yeah, Alexa, what she said." Jax says Bliss is alone in the ring like a loser. They circle around the ring. "This is my brutality." Rhea Ripley and Io Sky head to the ring to help Bliss. The 4-on-1, 4-on-3 defensive entrance leads to the Warriors. Jax and Legend beating Ripley, Sky, and Bliss down. Legend crushes Bliss with a big right hand. Charlotte Flair runs down for a save. Flair is holding a kendo stick. Flair hits Jax Legend with a stick. Flair unloads on Legend with a stick, knocking her out of the ring. Flair helps Bliss up and talks to her. Flair looks over Ripley and Sky. Later tonight, we'll have a man War Games face off. The commentaries run down Survivor Series card. Video, John Cena talks about being in front of the polarizing crowd. Cena wanted us to give the consumer what they wanted. WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion Becky Lynch heads to the ring. She'll face Maxine Dupree next. Hold on a second. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Okay, here goes next one. In Women's Intercontinental Championship match, the man whore Becky Lynch versus Maxine Dupree. Referee Jessica Carr. The bell rings and Lynch is angrily posing for the bell. Lynch turns up and Dupree floors her with a big boot for a 2 count. Lynch reverses a whip, but she lowers her head and eats a kick. Dupree runs her over. Dupree heads the top rope, but Lynch cuts her off and flips her down. Flips her down to the mat. Lynch avalanches her into the corner and stomps her down. Lynch gets into Jessica Carr's face before attempting to manhandle slam on Dupree. Dupree fights it. Lynch hits a reverse DDT Brett Baker. Then we go to commercial break. Back from break, Dupree gets fired up and hits a pair of diving shoulders before hitting a spin kick for a near fall. Dupree hits a snap fisherman suplex before pulling the straps down. Dupree steps off Lynch's back and hits a leg drop. Lynch quickly kicks her away before the ankle lock gets applied. Lynch attacks and hits a reverse DDT for a 2 count. Dupree punches away at Lynch in the corner, but Lynch fires back with a cross arm breaker. Dupree bridges out and attempts to an ankle lock. Lynch rolls her over and goes after the arm. Dupree eventually applies the ankle lock and the grapevines the leg. Lynch manages to fight out. Lynch kicks her in the arm and hits a manhandle slam. 1-2. Dupree gets a foot on the bottom rope. Lynch gets in Jessica Carr's face and pokes her in the chest. Carr pushes her hand aside and warns her. Lynch attacks Dupree and tosses her out of the ring before telling Carr to count. As Carr counts, Lynch begins to take off the top turnbuckle pad. All of a sudden, bam! AJ Lee's music hits and skips down to the ring. Lynch is unhappy. Lynch turns and Dupree hits her with diving crossbody block 1, 2, 3. Winner by pinfall, a new Women's Intercontinental Champion Maxine Dupree. Dupree celebrates with Lee at ringside. Dupree holds up the title as Pyrokinetics goes off. Lynch is absolutely alright. Alright, too bad. AJ Lee didn't screw Becky tonight. Becky screwed Becky. Just like Vince McMahon didn't screw Brett. Brett screwed Brett at the 1997 Survivor Series. Yep, new champion. New Intercontinental champion. Okay. Okay. Well, y'all have said. Hold on a second. Yeah. Former NFL player Marshall Brand Marshall's at ringside. Actor and stuntman Chuck the Seals also there. Gabriel Iglesias also shown he gets a big reception. The last time in this tournament, first round match, Javon Evans versus the ring general Gunther. Referees Rod Zapata. This is Gunther's first match since losing the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam 2025. Gunther came out to his original theme music. Gunther quickly wrenches the arm and takes Evans down. Evans fights back, so Gunther puts him on the apron and pats him on the head. Evans punches him back at him and slaps him in the face. Gunther fiercely puts him in the corner, but Evans turns him around and chops him. Gunther shakes him off and boots him down before ripping his shirt off. Back from the break, Gunther is playing with his food and challenging to fight back. Gunther shoves him to the corner, so Evans knocks him back and rocks him with a drop kick. Gunther blocks and second drop kick and applies a Boston Crab. And then Y2J picks up as the crowd makes mistakes a Boston Crab for the walls of Jericho. Yeah, Y2J picks up as the crowd mistakes the Boston crab for the walls of Jericho. Evans fights out, so Gunther hits a back record. Gunther pushes him into the ropes and forearms him in the lower back. Evans fights back again, hits a super kick. Evans goes for a springboard hurricane, but Gunther tries to counter with a power bomb. Evans counters with a hurricane into a pin for a 2 count. Evans hits him with a spinning kick to the skull, knocking the ring drum Gunther out of the ring. Evans goes for a suicide dive, but Gunther catches him and slams him into an LED apron. Then go to commercial break. We return from the commercial break to see both men down. Evans gets to his feet and punches away at Gunther. Evans hits a flurry of punches and chops until Gunther chops him down. Gunther pulls him up, so Evans kicks him in the head. Evans sets up for a springboard, but Gunther hits a big boot. Gunther goes for a vertical suplex, but Evans counters into a stunner. Evans knocks him out of the ring and dives over the top rope with a beautiful plancha. Evans gets Gunther in the ring and hits a diving crossbody block. Evans tries to Evans heads to the top rope and hits a huge frog splash for a near fall. The crowd chants, "This is awesome." Evans gets up and does a springboard dive, but Gunther forearms him in the head. Gunther connects with a sleeper hold suplex before hitting a stiff power bomb. 1-2. Evans kicks out. Gunther elbows away him and applies a sleeper hold. Evans tries to fight out and sits up, but Gunther pulls him down. Evans taps out. Winning by submission, the ring general Gunther. Okay, hold on a second. Backstage interview with Jackie Williams backstage with Women's Intercontinental Champion Maxine Dupree and AJ Lee. Dupree is so happy. AJ Lee says she hates a bully and wanted to even the odds. Otis and Kutazal pull Dupree away. Ribbon asks Lee if she's staying. Lee says Lynch lights a fire in her unless she wanted to help her husband, but now she's thinking about it. Riri walks up to Lee and asks to talk. A little proposition. It's probably a little women's war game match. Next on Monday on Raw. Last time is now Gunther versus Carmelo Hayes or Big Bronson Reed. Last time is now Sol Sioka versus Finn Balor or Penta. Men's War Games Advantage match. Division, Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre head to the ring. Commercial break. Men's War Games face off. Paul Heyman is in the ring with Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre, and Division. It's Braun Breaker and Big Bronson Reed. Heyman introduces everyone, including everyone in the ring, including Tribal Chief, Big Bronson Reed. Heyman has walked the Dangerous Alliance, the Samoan SWAT team, the Freebirds, and Bloodline to the ring for the War Games. It's the greatest assembly talent they put together for War Games. World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk's music hits. Punk walks down the aisle, but he is joined by Jimmy and Jay, who enter through the crowd. They are joined by the undisputed WWE Champion, the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. Rhodes and Punk Undisputed Champion, the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, Punk, and the Usos get on the ring apron before getting in the ring and brawling with the Division. McIntyre and Paul ring division. Paul punches Punk down and rests the ball at ringside. Punk quickly puts Paul at ringside and a high knee connects with a bulldog. Punk signals for the end, but Brock Lesnar's music hits. The Beast incarnate heads down to the ring. Punk prepares for a fight. Lesnar smiles at the World Heavyweight Champion and gets in the ring. Punk goes after him, but Lesnar visually suplexes him down. Lesnar hits another suplex and kicks Punk out of the ring. Rhodes gets in the ring and faces off one of his greatest rivals. Punk punches Lesnar, but Lesnar drops him with a German suplex. Lesnar gets up and hits Rhodes with a second German suplex and kicking him around the ring. Lesnar stands tall as the show credits come up. And Roman Reigns heads to the ring. The OTC, Roman Reigns heads to the ring to face off against one of his greatest rivals. Reigns gets in the ring and Lesnar snails at him. The crowd is buzzing. Paul Heyman's in the middle of the ring with a shot at ringside, spinal away. They stare before Reigns ducks and attack. He hits a Superman punch that leaves Lesnar flying out of the ring. Security personnel run down to maintain order. Bronson attacks Reigns from behind and takes out the security. Reed drops an elbow on Reigns before going to the top rope, but Reigns knocks him to the floor with a Superman punch. Reigns gets out of the ring, but security holds him back. Paul confronts him, but Punk chokes him out with a kendo stick. Reigns then runs past security and hits Reed with some cops and a spear through the barricade as the show ends in chaos. That was terrible. Terrible with the end, but yeah, this is just garbage. But it was really okay. But it was just garbage. And congratulations, we see you, Nick, Nikki Maxine become the new Intercontinental Champion, Women's Intercontinental Champion. Okay, now let's see next. Now let's see for time. It's time. All I know it's time for my time with history, all the wrestling birthdays, pop culture, and history, and all that stuff. All you hear. Let's go to Saturday. Last Saturday, November the 15th. Okay, Tegan Knox turned 31 yesterday. Macho Man Randy Savage would have been late. Macho Man Randy Savage would have been 73 last Saturday. He died on May 20th, 2011. In pop culture, a couple of movies released in theaters, and wait, wait, hold on, little wrestling here. May 15th, 1965. Madison Square Garden, New York City, New York. Tony Newberry defeated Steve Stanley. Angelo Savaldi defeated Thomas Moran. Smasher Sloan defeated Pete Sanchez. Dan Miller, the Miller brothers defeated Reno Sammartino and Johnny Valentine. Baron Michael Coon defeated Chief White Owl. Chief Blakeheart defeated Beneficent Maurice. Tarzan Tyler defeated Miguel Perez Sr. Bobo Brazil and Walter Von Erich fought in a draw in curfew. Yeah, Saturday night's main event. Friday Night Titans. The 58th episode of Saturday Night Titans. Jennifer Dawn and Adrian Dons joined the show and engaged in a special contest, plus Jimmy Hart and Gorilla Monsoon and more. Then a couple of movies released in theaters on that day, on November 11th, November 15th, 1985. A movie called Once Bitten, starring Jim Carrey. Young Jim Carrey was in the movie, and Lauren Houghton. Bad Medicine, starring Steve Guttenberg and Julie Haggerty, was released. Supporting casting includes Gilbert Gottfried, and late Gilbert Gottfried and many more. And oh, not bad. Wait, that was on the 26th. Sorry. Well, Once Bitten was released in theaters, starring Jim Carrey, young Jim Carrey, and Lauren Hutton. I know a friend of mine from Pittsburgh remembers that movie, Once Bitten. Transylvania 6500, starring Jeff Goldblum, Ed Bailey Jr., Joseph Bologna, Carol Kane, Jeffrey Jones, and Teresa Gamble was released. A little horror comedy film. And Rainbow Bright and Star Steel was released in theaters, a little animated movie. And Michael Richards was in that movie, by the way. Transylvania 6500. Let's see. What else? let's see. Now let's go to November. Next day. November the 16th. Okay, 1 year ago today we lost Casolo Cassetti. It's unknown what he died of. He was a Mexican wrestler. He died 1 year ago today. He was born May 19th, 1948. Argentinian wrestler. Okay. Yesterday, Harvey Mike Martin would have been 75 years old today. He died of pancreatic cancer on December 24th, 2004, 2001, day, Christmas Eve, 2001. And let's see what else. Okay. One second. WWE Championship Wrestling. Mike Rotunda and Junkyard Dog defeat with Captain Love Brown defeated Dave Barbie and Tiger Chung Lee. Ricky Dragon Steele defeated Jim Haley. Nikolai Volkov and the Iron Sheik with Freddie Blassie defeated Jim Powers and Special Lee Jones. Pedro Morales and Tio Santana defeated Barry O and John Rizzo. The Macho Man Randy Savage, Miss Elizabeth defeated Rick Hunter. Bruno Sammartino. Yeah, this was at okay, it's 12 a.m. right now. Wow, time really goes fast. Yeah, this was after when Macho Man Randy Savage, his birthday, after he turned after he turned 33 on this 33 on November 15th, 1985. And Bruno, the father and son team, Bruno and David, Bruno and Sammartino, David Sammartino defeated Mr. X and Steve Lombardi. Okay, November 16, 2015, on Monday Night Raw, night before, before Survivor Series 2015. Kevin Owens defeated Neville in the WWE World Heavyweight Title Tournament quarterfinals match. Tyler Breeze defeated Summer Rae and R-Truth. Dean Ambrose defeated Dolph Ziggler in the WWE World Heavyweight Title Tournament quarterfinals match. New Day, Big E, Kofi Kingston, and Xavier Woods defeated the Usos and Ryback by DQ. Roman Reigns defeated Cesaro in the WWE World Heavyweight Title Tournament quarterfinals match, and the Dudley Boys defeated the Ascension. Alberto Del Rio and Zeb Colter defeated Kalisto Cole in the WWE World Heavyweight Title Tournament quarterfinals match. And then, yeah, this was in, and they were honoring the victims of Paris terrorist attacks on that day. And then we see a WWE contract signing between Charlotte Flair and Paige for their match for the Divas title. So it's Survivor Series. That's Survivor Series, yeah, Survivor Series 2015. And then we see a little, and then I forgot to mention that Undertaker and Kane face off the Wyatt family for Survivor Series 2015. Yeah, Charlotte Flair and Paige had a little contract signing, and then yeah, I'm gonna show you that video, show you the audio clip. This is the one when Charlotte Flair, when Paige made a nasty comment about Charlotte Flair's dead late brother Reed. That lead a brawl between these two, a fight. Yeah, that was really derogatory. I don't know why WWE had to have Paige say that about her brother, her late brother. I want to show you the audio clip. Listen to it. That derogatory comment by Paige about her brother and Divas contract signing. Divas championship title title contract signing. Lead up at Survivor Series 2015.
Ladies, this is what the WWE fans are trying to figure out here. I mean, I was with you guys when you were at your NXT tryouts. You guys bonded. And over the last couple of years, you become the best of friends. But what the WWE Universe can't figure out is where it all went wrong. What happened to the friendship between you two?
First of all, there is no friendships, Michael. When you're a true champion, there is no room for emotion or friendships. So I had to teach Charlotte that the hard way, and I intend to do so again this Sunday when I take back my Divas Championship.
It must be exhausting being this bitter and angry all the time.
How am I bitter or angry, Charlotte? I don't even look that way.
What happened to you, Paige? What made you like this? You know, I didn't get into this business to make friends. But when I started at NXT, forget the fact that we come from the same background. I can't even believe I'm about to say this. I wanted to be like you. I was the naive, sweet Carolina girl. You were the British badass. You know, we didn't grow up like most little girls. We sat at home watching our parents on the television night after night, sacrificing their body. They cared about the WWE almost as much as they cared about us. That's why my late brother when my little brother passed away, you were there for me. I am here today because of him. And that's the only reason to fulfill his dream. We were family.
You know what, Charlotte? It doesn't matter what I said or what I thought about you. Okay, this isn't a sorority house, sweetheart. I have been using you since day one.
Using me? Using me? Well, you really must suck at using me, because that's why I'm the Divas champion and you're not. But the sad thing is, Paige, it didn't have to be like that, because it's not about the title. It's about who's got your back at the end of the day.
And where did you learn that? Dr. Phil or 17 magazine, or you gonna keep crying, Charlotte?
Team Extreme, D-Generation X, the Four Horsemen. PCB was gonna change the Divas division until you let your selfish ways get in the way.
Oh, okay, wrong. First of all, I threw PCB away because I deserved that championship more than anyone, and especially more than
You're
you.
not a champion! You never were! A champion is a role model. A champion is someone those little girls sitting at home and sitting in that audience want to be like. I won't be champion forever, but when I lose that title, it won't be this Sunday, and it damn sure won't be to someone like you.
Wow, Charlotte, you know what? That was quite a speech. I had a tear in my eye. Oh no, wait, that's confidence. You are so naive, Charlotte. It makes me sick and it is embarrassing.
Oh, wait just a moment. Charlotte, the contract.
You know what? I am so sick of this. You think that everyone has your back, and that's a bunch of bull. No one has your back, and no one will have your back this Sunday, not even Daddy, Mr. Four Horsemen himself. You know what? Where are you, Rick? Where are you? Why don't you come on out here and drop one of those famous elbow drops on your jacket? Because you know what? It is so impressive, you old fart.
You shut your mouth, or there won't be a Survivor Series. You won't even make it out of this building.
Charlotte Page has signed the contract.
I will continue to fight each and every day. Just like everyone in my entire family has. Just like my dad did. Just like my little brother did. And just like I do.
You know what, Charlotte? You're wrong, sweetheart. Because your little baby brother, he didn't have much fight in him, did he?
Oh, come on. That was uncalled for. There's no reason for Paige to go there.
Look, I agree with you, Baron.